Opa, vamos lá agora para uma live feed aí de Game of Thrones aqui, esse jogo da Telltale. Os jogos da Telltale são impressionantes, né? Eu demorei um pouco para entrar aqui porque acho que deu problema aqui no início, mas agora parece que tá tranquilo. Por enquanto tá tudo tranquilo. E nunca... Então, esse jogo aqui, assim como Life is Strange, que eu também trouxe série aqui, eu também já joguei esse jogo aqui, o Game of Thrones também. Mas é que negócio, eu vou trazer aqui agora, eu tô a fim de jogar de novo, né? Então, custa nada, né? Eu trazer aqui e... E como eu já disse que eu já joguei, mas eu não vou dar spoiler nem nada, eu vou fazer igual no Life is Strange, eu não vou dar spoiler nem nada, mas eu já vou saber tudo que eu tenho que fazer, onde tem que ir, esse tipo de coisa, né? Mas as escolhas também que eu vou fazer aqui no Game of Thrones é as mesmas que eu fiz na minha primeira jogatina, eu irei refazê-las aqui, eu não vou colocar nada, não vou escolher nada diferente do meu primeiro save, ok? Então, sem enrolação, bora logo aqui. Deixa eu conectar aí, né? Vou alterar aqui o arquivo de jogo, né? Vou escolher um outro save aqui. Pra não sobrescrever o meu, né? Senão... Então vamos jogar o episódio 1 aqui, ó. O povo do norte nunca esquecerá. Vamos lá.
The trout in the towers, the wolves got the fish and they all ran away. The trout he flopped off when I was another wall to pray. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and dying make notes for me. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, yet all is happily.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Vamos limpar a espada então.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. And I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Oh, don't be an arse, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. Which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
Ha 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 ha.
Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King of the North.
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
The North remembers!
Aye!
Garrett,
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord.
My lord.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norrin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shoveling slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye, but I'm not the son of a pig farmer. My father had dignity. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Fortaleza da Casa Frey. Casamento Vermelho. Quem assiste Game of Thrones tá ligado nesse casamento vermelho aí, né?
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it
Os
for
caras já
you,
estão se
Sir Gary.
preparando, né? As armas, tudo ali, né?
What? What's wrong? Just run into you. You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? There's no need to fucking run.
They've got weapons.
Who brings fucking weapons to a
We
wedding?
need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Aí. Uma covardia, né, velho? Ela tudo desarmada e eles fazendo isso, tacando fogo enquanto os caras dormem. Nossa, é covardia da porra.
We need to get back to camp.
Ah, vai mesmo, corre. Errou. Só que eu tô em dúvida, o jogo tá 60 frames ou tá 30, cara? Eu tô transmitindo a 60, né? Mas não sei se o jogo tá 60,
We
né?
have to get back.
A gift from the king!
Toma.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Toma. Boa.
Look out!
Vai, vai. Nossa senhora. Nossa senhora, isso vai doer. Nossa senhora, que morte horrível.
Good fucking riddance!
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Boa. Esse que dá ficar olhando um pro outro.
You fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Well, the phrase says time. Don't run
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no... I'll be damned if I let it fall
Essa
into the
espada aí
hands
deve
of
ser
those
pesada pra
traitors.
porra, hein?
You have to go.
I won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By
I...
the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters.
go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters. With love, Ray.
Agora lá vem a abertura. Fica aí com essa abertura deliciosa. Ai, 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 essa abertura. Nossa senhora, é muito boa essa música, cara. Puta que pariu. Eu esqueci de desligar as notificações do console, por isso que tá aparecendo essas tarja preta aí na tela, hein. Porque chega a notificação de alguém ficou online, mensagem, esse tipo de coisa, e o PlayStation não mostra a notificação, ele brota essa tarja aí na live. Bom, tem uma notificação que não tem como eu desligar, que é a do meu headset, né? Quando eu muto ele ou quando eu aumento o volume dele, esse tipo de coisa, não tem como. Essa notificação não tem como eu tirar, infelizmente. Né?
Fresh.
Peço desculpa aí se estiver saindo o som aí de umas fungadas de nariz ou deu tossindo, esse tipo de coisa, porque eu tava gripado esses dias pra trás aí fica foda, né? Depois você sai da gripe, você fica tossindo pra caralho, nariz ainda fica escorrendo, morre. Então eu peço desculpa aí se ficar saindo esses barulhos aí de fundo.
That's Father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon. Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy. Fuck you.
A espada dele deve pesar muito, cara. Nossa senhora. O tamanho da espada, né?
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic. You really are.
Toma. Nossa senhora.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Caralho, ele tava só seguindo ordem, vai.
Thank you. Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
É, rapaz.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the Maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ai, nossa senhora, olha o tamanho da ferida, tá ligado? Nossa senhora. Olha que nervoso. Essa larva, tá ligado? Essa medicina antigamente era uma beleza, né?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Ok. Eu ainda tô em dúvida se o jogo tá 60 frames, sei lá, deve tá. Tá assim, ó, aqui por exemplo dá pra ver que tá 60 a da velocidade da câmera. Vou falar com
Does your leg feel weak?
Meister, assim,
No.
né? Assim que fala? Eu acho que é.
I just wanted to ask you. Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened.
Essa Talia é um amorzinho, cara. Sei lá,
Your family...
o jeitinho dela. Esse jeitinho meigo aí dela.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
I'm sorry, my lady. Nothing could be done to save him.
He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Ah, não.
Course, my lady.
Peraí. Eu me esquivei da pergunta? Galera, eu peço desculpa aí, eu vou dar uma voltada aqui, só porque eu confundi, né? Ele pediu pra devolver a espada, mas ele pediu pra dizer que a Casa Forrest não pode ser perdida, né? A Casa Forrest não, o Bosque do Norte. Desculpa voltar aqui, mas é só pra corrigir a merda que eu fiz aqui. Meio chato fazer isso, né? Mas... Nossa, voltou muito. Putz. Peço desculpa aí por isso aí.
They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Vamos lá de novo. Ai, que nervoso que me dá ver esse machucado aberto. Nossa senhora.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low.
Agora eu tô em dúvida, não lembro se
Lady
o
Forrester will be here any moment now.
se o Lord Forrester ele pediu pra eu contar só pra mulher dele ou se eu posso contar pra outras pessoas sobre o Bosque do Norte. Agora eu não
Don't stop now. It's
Não
better to let
lembro,
the blood
cara.
circulate.
Agora eu tô meio confuso, sabe?
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you, why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
É isso que eu tô em dúvida, cara. Eu não lembro se o Lord Forrest falou pra... Se eu podia contar pra qualquer um isso, ou pra alguém específico, cara. Eu tô em dúvida em relação a isso agora, cara. Mas eu vou contar pra ela aqui.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
The North Grove. Interesting.
I see.
É, daí era uma mensagem secreta, cara.
You have the Forrester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Nossa, agora eu lembrei, cara.
Thank you.
Nossa, mano. Eu fiz a merda. Eu só podia contar pro... meu tio só, né? Que o Bosque do Norte não poderia ser perdido, não é isso? Só diga pro seu tio. Eu acho que era isso, cara. Mas agora já foi. Vamos assim mesmo.
Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
O problema é dele.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much, I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing?
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls.
Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you. Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment.
Eu só tinha que contar pra ele só, cara. Puta, eu fiz merda lá.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Eu fiz merda lá.
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important.
Eu contei, né? Sem querer, foi sem querer, eu esqueci.
Got it.
Eu fiz.
Your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their
Eu sei, me desculpa.
I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information. Which is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help.
Okay.
But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
O que acontece, né? Eu esqueci. Tudo bem.
Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait! Be safe. Ethan? Ethan!
Maneiro desse jogo da TT é que tem vários personagens, né, pra você jogar. Né? Bem interessante. Várias histórias, né, vários pontos de vista diferentes.
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is
Olha
not
lá,
the time to
confiança.
handle Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've
Vai,
been waiting
Abusiano,
for
vai.
this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
Oh,
Little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was
Ai,
left.
muito nervosinho,
You
hein?
want Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
That's not how it happened.
And you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
You heard me. He was sent to the wall. It's done.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Nossa, caladinho.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Ai, ficou putinho, ó.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is.
Ah, esse jogo é bom pra caralho mesmo, Vini. Eu já zerei ele uma vez já, só que eu tô zerando de novo. Nossa, nem não deu pra responder a tempo, mas tudo bem. Como eu ia dizendo, eu já zerei esse jogo. Nossa, esse jogo é bom demais, cara.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave.
Eu sei, né? Eu queria ter falado algo, mas eu esqueci ele, né?
Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Ethan made this for me. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Essa aposta tá toda quadriculada, tá ligado?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but are you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept.
Tem que lembrar de ficar tirando uns printzinhos, né? Pra depois fazer a thumb aí, né? Pra não ficar feio. Acabei esquecendo de tirar no início do episódio.
I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Essa Cersei, nossa senhora.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance.
Ele é gente boa, né?
Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Tem uns itens cenário nesse jogo, essa porta no fundo, olha como é que fica bugada de longe, cara, nesse Game of Thrones. Esse é o jogo da Telltale que ela mais cagou na em relação aos gráficos. Não que os gráficos da Telltale sejam ruins nem nada, mas jogos anteriores ao Game of Thrones, por exemplo, já teve os gráficos melhor. O polimento nesse jogo aqui ficou bem ruinzinho.
I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Não, Joffrey. Nossa senhora, credo esse Joffrey. Nossa senhora.
And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as
coitada, né? Tão inocente. Se ela assistisse Game of Thrones, ela saberia como é que é o Joffrey.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Eu não sei o que dizer.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors
Eh.
wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, A naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man,
Vou ficar olhando
flayed
então, deixa eu
man
falar o
holds none.
diálogo.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Imagina o cagaço. Nossa, cara. Um dos métodos de tortura mais pesados que existe, cara. Folar a pessoa viva.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move!
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The
is.
men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
O mundo é injusto.
My lord, my family depends on me.
Se eu agir com clemência nessa parte, eu vou estar mostrando tecnicamente fraqueza para o pessoal que vive nesse reino ali, né? Vai mostrar que o cara roubou, a gente ia fugir com a espada, esse tipo de coisa. E eu não fiz nada pra punir ele. Então outras pessoas vão fazer isso porque não vão ter medo de cometer aquele crime, né? De roubo, esse tipo de coisa. Eu entendo que o cara tá morrendo de medo. E eu numa situação dessa também ficaria, tá ligado? A casa não tem nem soldado direito mais. Eu preferia tentar a sorte na estrada, tá ligado? Mas eu não roubaria o lugar, tá ligado? Eu só levaria as minhas coisas. Eu não roubaria espada ou comida de outras pessoas ou dos soldados ali, né? Então enviar pra ele para a muralha é sacanagem, né, velho? O cara tem família, esse tipo de coisa, né? Mas eu acho que o melhor aqui é arrancar 3 dedos do cara. É ruim. Mas, né? Mas vamos lá.
Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
I will carry out the sentence.
Vamos lá, não pode mostrar fraqueza, não. Nossa, mas vai doer. Nossa senhora. Ai, sinto muito. Nossa senhora. Podia ter arrancado só um, né? Só um mindinho pra ficar igual o Lula.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
As Maester, I cannot support mutilation. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Falar com a nossa irmã primeiro? Ou não dá?
Ethan, or should I say, Lord Ethan.
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think?
I did what I had to. I had no choice.
You always have choices. I know you said you'd get angry sometimes, but I didn't think I'd see it so soon.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Vamos conversar com os dois aqui, né? Eu tenho que escolher qual que é o bom nome mesmo.
Swing left. Sorry. Wrong. I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Beleza. Vamos falar com o outro agora, com o Duncan.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favour for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you must soon, my lord. This is not a matter to be taken lightly.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Agora, para escolher o sentinela, cara, é uma decisão que o jogador fica bem dividido, né? O Duncan, ele é um cara bem, podemos dizer assim, sábio. Ele é mais inteligente em sair de certas coisas. Ele é uma pessoa mais diplomática, podemos dizer assim, né? Já o Royland, ele só Royland. Oh, nome difícil. Mas no caso, ele no caso é mais, podemos dizer assim, militarizado, né? Ele treina soldados, esse tipo de coisa, então ele tem um respeito muito grande dos soldados, né? Eles devem obedecer o Sr. Royland, né? A qualquer custo eles devem obedecer ele, né? Por ele ser o superior, esse tipo de coisa, né? Coisa militar. Agora, ele é mais esquentado, né? Ele é mais... ele faz as coisas sem pensar, tá ligado? Ele vai no impulso muitas vezes, né? Mas na minha opinião ele é o melhor pra esse tipo de coisa, porque tá em guerra, né? Tá em perigo, principalmente contra pessoas abusivas como os Boltons, né? Então ele é o melhor nisso, na minha opinião, porque ele sabe ser mais firme por não ser diplomático, né? Ele pensa menos em conversar com os inimigos, né? Esse tipo de coisa. Que é uma coisa que eu acredito que é o certo. Você não tem que ficar conversando com seus inimigos, né? Nem teme não. Luta contra seus inimigos, perdeu, cara. Foda-se, mas não rebaixa os inimigos, não abaixa a cabeça pra eles, não. Mas... então por isso que eu prefiro escolher ele, cara, porque ele é mais firme nesse tipo de situação. E por ele é meio, né, como eu disse, no impulso, ele vai mais no impulso, mas ele não vai fazer nada que eu não ordenar. Ele obedece a mim, né? Eu sou, podemos dizer assim, a minha hierarquia é maior que a dele. Então, por mais que ele seja abusivo, desculpa, por mais que ele seja impulsivo, ele não vai fazer nada impulsivo sem ter a minha permissão, né? Então dá para eu controlar ele. É por isso que eu prefiro dar braçadeira pra ele. Braceleira, né?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Vamos lá.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised.
O Rose ficou com
You've done
bravo.
well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide.
Tá vendo como é que ele é impossível?
The lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Lutar. Eu acho que eu posso ficar parado nesse menu aqui, não tem importância, não tem tempo. Lutar. Não dá, não tem homem suficiente para lutar contra os Boltons. Usar diplomacia com os Boltons não vai funcionar, cara. É melhor mesmo uma barganha, fazer uma troca, né? Com eles. A gente te dá isso, em troca, vocês não fazem isso. É a melhor forma de lidar com um inimigo, né? Pra fazer o inimigo ficar calmo enquanto você recupera suas forças.
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
As Sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
Exatamente, os Boltons têm muito mais força que a gente.
You're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
Melhor, né? Convidar ele pra dentro do lugar, né, cara?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house.
Abaixa a voz e fala comigo.
You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall.
And we will offer the ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
Se encontrar com ele do lado de fora só vai piorar as coisas só, cara.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Encontrar ele do lado de fora, ele só vai, ó, me reclamar mais ainda. Ó, você não me encontrou no salão, tá me encontrando aqui fora, blá, 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 blá. Ele vai ficar mais bravo ainda.
Sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
Realmente eu não seguia... Eu não seguia... como é que fala? Eu não seguia os conselhos, né, do Sir Royland, ou um nome difícil, viu? Mas, como eu disse, eu não vou nem sempre concordar com ele, né? Ele tá ali pra me dar conselho, não pra eu seguir o que ele tá me falando, né? Teve coisas ali que eu não concordei com ele, né?
Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Quanto mais ajuda, melhor.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Não vou pegar a chave não, né? Não é minha.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who'd be willing to help you.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
He should be here.
Ah, fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
Lord.
of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. It seems the Foresters have a talent for something after all.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift. We'd like to offer to your father. There are several ironwood groves along the borders of our land, all producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give your father 2 of these groves in tribute.
Give him? He is your warden. What's yours is already his. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyway.
A escolha é difícil, né? Mas, né, eu sou o Lorde, eu não tenho que me ajoelhar pra ninguém.
Say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forester squire who did it. 1 Whitehill soldier dead. 1 Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? The ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The 7 hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Nossa senhora. Nossa senhora.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord! I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
Ethan. Oh, come on.
However, the Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop! Brian!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting.
Nossa, a primeira vez que eu vi essa cena, quando eu joguei pela primeira vez,
Somebody help him! Fetch the beast so quickly!
foi uma surpresa ver ele tomar essa facada, cara, que puta que pariu. Só que aí eu lembrei que eu tô jogando Game of Thrones, né? E Game of Thrones, eles matam todo mundo, né? Quando você menos espera, alguém morre, tá ligado? Caralho, cara. Não é um covarde nesse bolta mesmo. Puta que pariu. Um bostinha mesmo, né? Então terminou aí o episódio 1, né? Agora vai ser no próximo episódio.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Beleza. Vamos ver aqui as escolhas. Vocês, 65,8% dos jogadores ficaram com o Bowen, né? A gente, em vez de fugir, né, a gente ficou com ele. Vocês, 62,4% juraram lealdade ao rei, no caso lá com a Cersei, né? Vocês, 16,1% arrancaram os dedos de Eric, ok. Vocês, 30,9% escolheram o Royland como sentinela. É bem difícil, né? Mais jogadores escolheram o outro, poderia ser uma pessoa mais calma, né? Mais diplomática, né? Mas eu, como eu disse, eu prefiro alguém, como eu posso dizer, forte, alguém combatente, alguém que saiba liderar um exército, esse tipo de coisa. Vocês, 50,1% encontraram, 50,1% dos jogadores encontraram o Ramsay no grande salão, meio a meio, né? Tem uns créditozinhos aí, né? Mas acho que nem tem musiquinha nos créditos, né, velho? Porra. Podia ter, né, uma musiquinha. Vamos pular os créditos, então. Eu já tenho conta da TT, já tá logado, eu acho, mas deixa quieto. Tem um negócio aqui, se não me engano, é o códice, não é? Tem... que fala um pouco sobre cada personagem, não é? Vamos ver quanto já tem aqui. Conta um pouco da história aqui, né? Sobre cada personagem. O Lord Forrest foi o Lord Iron Hat e vassalo da casa Stark quando jovem enfrentou Galbart Glover, uns nomes muito estranhos, né? Em um famoso combate pelo privilégio de se tornar seu escudeiro. Algum tempo depois, Glover brincou que se pudesse perderia o desafio novamente. Gregor se casou com Elisa Brandfield, filha dos legalistas Targaryen do Sul, antes que Robert Baratheon tomasse o trono de ferro. Gregor ascendeu a liderança após a morte do pai no Tridente e liderou a casa Forrester por 16 anos até ser assassinado nas Gêmeas. A senhora Elisa Forrester, esposa do Lord Forrester. Elisa Forrester nasceu na casa Brandfield, uma casa menor no sul que foi destruída depois da queda da dinastia Targaryen. Ela se casará com Gregor há muitos anos, quando a rebelião de Robert evidenciou o fim da família. Entretanto, sentiu-se no conflito entre lealdade ao pai e a lealdade ao marido. Com o tempo, Elisa sentiu que Ironhead era seu verdadeiro lar e abraçou o papel de matriarca Forrester. Jurou em silêncio que nunca voltaria a ver a família destruída. Roderick Forrester, filho primogênito. Roderick, esse nome é um pouquinho difícil de falar, pelo menos pra mim, né? Roderick, filho mais velho de Lord Forrester, foi treinado desde cedo para carregar o fardo da liderança. De fato, ele era perfeito, forte, carismático e formidável no campo de batalha. Quando Robert Stark levou seus vanguardeiros para a guerra, Lord Forrester pediu para Roderick ficar e proteger Ironhead, mas Roderick não aceitou. Em vez disso, ele cavalgou ao lado do pai e liderou a cavalaria Forrester com tamanha bravura que seu nome passou a ser temido entre os soldados de Lannister. Roderick caiu em batalha no Casamento Vermelho e foi considerado morto. Daí o Ash que ele fica mencionando, né? O Asher Forrester, segundo da prole exilado. Ash sempre foi muito rebelde, brigando em tabernas, deitando-se com prostitutas e procurando maneiras de incitar a fúria do pai. A vida, no entanto, ficou obscura quando aos 16 anos apaixonou-se por Kim, que nome que é esse? Eu acho que deve ser Gin Whitehill, filha mais velha do grande rival de seu pai. O resultado foi uma carnificina. Lord Forrester teve que fazer uma difícil escolha: ir à guerra ou exilar Asher além do Mar Estreito. Ele escolheu a última. Asher permanece até hoje em Essos. Vive lá como um mercenário e tenta não pensar na vida que deixou para trás. Mira Forrester, filha mais velha. Mira sempre gostou muito de Ironhead. Ironhead também é outro nomezinho, né? Mas a senhora Forrester, desejando que a filha mais velha aprendesse os modos da corte do sul, enviou Mira para servir Margaret Tyrell como criada. Para a grande surpresa de Mira, ela gostou de servir Margaret no jardim de cima e a acompanhou até Porto Real com entusiasmo. A vida na capital não está sendo fácil para Mira, já que jeito direto e franco no norte geralmente entra em conflito com as sutilezas da vida da corte, mas ela é mais astuta do que pensa. Ethan Forrester, terceiro da prole. Enquanto os irmãos mais velhos se mostram guerreiros natos, Ethan sempre teve mais cerebral, interessando-se principalmente por música e livros. Ele também carrega um amor imenso pelas árvores altas de Ironhead, um amor que compartilhou com a irmã gêmea Talia. Ethan era apenas um garoto quando a casa Forrester se juntou à Guerra dos Cinco Reis, mas ao fim da guerra ele foi encarregado de cumprir um papel para o qual ainda não estava preparado. Infelizmente, o domínio como Lorde não durou muito. Ethan foi assassinado a sangue frio por Ramsay Snow, o filho bastardo de Roose Bolton. Natália aqui, olha só, olha essa carinha da Natália, olha, é um amorzinho, né? Muito bonitinha. Durante a quarta gravidez, a senhora Forrester sonhou que Eita! Desculpa. Durante a quarta gravidez, a senhora Forrester sonhou que daria à luz a uma filha cuja voz seria como uma chuva de verão. O destino, no entanto, presenteou-lhe no parto com o menino. O pequenino Ethan chorou por horas até que a senhora Forrest sentiu dores novamente e deu à luz uma menina. Eles são gêmeos, né? Ela recebeu o nome de Talia em homenagem à avó. Desde então, Ethan praticamente não chorou. Seu sonho se tornou realidade, pois Talia tem uma voz encantadora. Entretanto, desde o assassinato do irmão gêmeo, ela só canta lamentos. Ryan Forrester, quarto da prole. Ryan, último filho dos Forrester, cresceu idolatrando os irmãos mais velhos e passou muitas horas correndo atrás de Ethan e Talia pelo bosque. Até então, teve uma infância agradável sem responsabilidades, mas há pouco tempo a inocência de Ryan começou a esvanecer. Quando a guerra começou, Ryan era jovem demais para compreender porque Roderick e o pai estavam indo embora. No entanto, tem sido impossível ignorar a dura realidade da casa em guerra e Ryan agora é refém da casa Whitehill. Garrett Turtle, escudeiro do Lord Forrest. Desde criança, Garrett ouviu histórias heróicas de gente como Arthur Dane, Simon Olhos de Estrela. Apesar de ser filho de um criador de porcos, sempre sonhou se tornar um guerreiro. Com a ajuda do tio Duncan, que ascendeu das origens humildes e se tornou castelão de Ironhead, Garrett foi trabalhar nos estábulos do Lord Forrest, subindo de poço até ser nomeado escudeiro. Após o Casamento Vermelho, Garrett teve a família assassinada e vingou-se. Em seguida, foi enviado para a muralha. Duncan Tuttle, castelão de Ironhead. Quando garoto, Duncan exibiu tamanho talento para cuidar da fazenda da família que todos pensaram que um dia fosse assumi-la. Seu destino, porém, estava além de campos e pocilgas. Com o tempo, estabeleceu uma amizade improvável com Gregor Forrester, herdeiro da casa Forrester. Os dois ficaram amigos e quando Gregor se tornou Lord, Duncan foi nomeado castelão. Muito estranha a decisão, mas Duncan provou merecer o cargo. Desde então, serve a casa com afinco. Tem bastante coisa para ler ainda, né? Só Roland Decore, mestre de armas de Ironhead. Roland Decore, sei lá se fala assim, entrou para o exército do Lord Forrest após ter a família assassinada por homens de ferro durante a rebelião de Balon Greyjoy. Decore, sei lá, tinha um talento natural para estratégias e táticas militares e executou um papel crucial no cerco de Pike, evento que fez a guerra acabar. Nos meses seguintes, o rei Robert concedeu Roland o título de cavaleiro e Lord Forrest lhe pediu que servisse como mestre de armas em Ironhead. Só Roland ainda mantém o título e é famoso pelo conhecimento bélico e pelo lendário temperamento. Meister Ortegrim. Tem bastante coisa para ler ainda, mas vamos lá. Vindo de uma casa menor no vale, o Meister estudou na cidadela na esperança de ser designado a Henry, quando conseguiu estabelecer ligações suficientes para sua corrente para se graduar como acólito. Joy Irene foi assassinado e uma confusão se estabeleceu no sul. Por fim, a cidadela designou o Meister a Ironhead, onde logo passou a respeitar a honra e a integridade da família Forrester. Agora ele serve aos Forrester com orgulho como fiel conselheiro do Lorde. Malcolm Brandfield, irmão da senhora Forrester. Quando jovem, Malcolm era a ovelha negra da família Brandfield. Ele gostava de passear pelo campo como um cavaleiro errante, recusando as ofertas do pai de se casar-se e receber terras. Malcolm lutou bravamente junto aos irmãos na queda da casa Brandfield. Mesmo assim, ele e a irmã foram os únicos sobreviventes. Nos últimos anos, Malcolm viveu com a nova família da senhora Elisa em Ironhead e é o último membro da linha Brandfield. No momento, está do outro lado do Mar Estreito, esperando trazer Asher Forrester de volta. Ironhead, a antiga sede da casa Forrester. Ironhead é uma fortaleza imponente cercada de árvores de pau de ferro e é a marca do lar ancestral da casa Forrester. Construída há mais de 1500 anos por Cedric Forrester e seus filhos, Ironhead tem força e resignação igualada ao próprio pau de ferro. Muitos visantes de Ironhead a consideram a fortaleza mais notável do norte. Ouviu-se dizer que até Ned Stark a inventou. Ironhead se situa nos limites da maior floresta de pau de ferro em Westeros, o que representa uma vantagem estratégica comprovada para a casa. Beleza, li bastante coisa aqui agora. Mas é isso aí. Eu vou nesse momento aqui então encerrar a live aí, né? Eu já joguei o episódio 1. Eu queria ter jogado o episódio 2 hoje também, só que eu acabei iniciando a transmissão um pouquinho mais tarde, então acabou não dando tempo, né? Então eu vou encerrar a transmissão aqui. Amanhã eu trago mais, ok? Provavelmente amanhã eu vou tentar fazer pelo menos 2 episódios, então no mesmo horário, por volta assim de, sei lá, talvez por volta de 10h30, 11h30 eu esteja transmitindo aí pra quem estiver assistindo. É só esperar nesse horário que eu devo estar de volta amanhã, beleza? Então eu já agradecer aí a quem acompanhou a live aí, muito obrigado por estar aqui até agora. E se você estiver assistindo aí a gravação pelo YouTube, dá uma olhada aí na descrição que tem um link para o canal no Twitch, onde as lives são feitas, caso você curta assistir lives, ok? Muito obrigado a todo mundo que acompanhou, até mais.